I don't want guns to finish so much shy up. Why that it's Yo, welcome guys. My name is Clinton from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a mix and mastering engineer. This channel is all about mixing, editing, vocal recording, and all that. Yeah, today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to mix Afrobeat song. Yeah, this is one of my recent mix. The guy's name is Toast Code. Yeah, I'm going to be using this as I'm gonna be teaching you guys how I'm going to be running you guys through how I mix this vocal. Yeah, he's here to release a song although but very soon though. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe, guys. It's free for you to subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as well hit the notification bell just in case I post subsequent videos, you get notified. Yes, please guys, subscribe. Now let's dive into it. Yeah, so this is how I mix this vocal. That's good. Hello. Me no want stress myself, I did mellow. So I just want to start from beginning how I started, how I did all this stuff here that I did. So I want to run you guys through how I did it. So okay, yeah, this is how it sounded without the effects on it. That's good. So much shy, so I go forget my sorrow. Fuck like why that they hating us? I don't know why that they chasing us. They want flex on us. They go see they about my thoughts. Hello. Me no want stress myself. So that's it. So the first thing I added was I added a an auto tune. I did an auto tune. So yeah, I also added this one is my radio effect here. So that's why. So I added an EQ. So I cut more of the low end and the high end, and just boost a bit of the. I boosted the high mid. So that was how I got this. So without the radio without the EQ, it's going to sound like this. Do minore, I dey choosing the bar, choosing the bar, not time. So with the EQ. So yeah, I added I also added this the auto tune here. Hello. So without the auto tune. Me no want stress myself, I did mellow. Hello. Me no want stress myself, I did mellow. Many problems they will resolve. So I added auto-tune to these tracks, yeah. So after I added auto-tune to these tracks, hello. So the next thing I did was I routed these three tracks to one track, which is the lead box. I routed them to the lead box. So I routed the three tracks, which are the leads, the lead boss, I don't want guys to finish so much shy up. So normally I routed this what I do most times is I'll always route my delays and my reverb. This bus 2 is my delay, or bus 3 is my reverb. So you can see it's delays and reverb. So I routed them, but after doing mixing, I found out that the with some of the effects I added on the channel and on my mastered track, the song was already sounding, the reverb and the delays was sounding too much, so I just switched off these two, the delay and the reverb. So the first thing I added on this track
Why that it's in us? I don't know
was
why.
my revox. I added my revox.
Many problems they will be solved. I know one guy's feeling so much.
So I love my revox. I love this plugin. It's a very nice plugin. So what it is from wave plugin, so it helps me to like normalize vocals that are too loud, you know when some parts of the vocals are too loud, you just bring it down and equalize it with the master with the lower ones. So just normalize everything, equalize everything. So when I dropped this compressor to minus 12.6 dB, the gain was the song. It was too loud. It was pokey. So I just reduced the gain to minus 9.7 dB. Added a gate energy to just give some little energy, to it. So that was it. So listen without the reverse.
I know one guy's feeling so much.
Now listen with it now.
Rest myself, I didn't know. Many problems they will be solved.
So the next thing I added was my CLA7. I love CLA7. Yeah, it helps me to like just put the vocals in your face. So I increased the input of it to minus 22.1. The output I increased it as well, minus 22.8. Yeah, I didn't add much of the attack. I just I have the increase the release and just put the attack on 5.69 dB attack, then the release 7. So that was what I had there with that. Now listen with the compressor on it.
Why that it's in us? I don't know why that is in us. They won't check my, they won't flex on us. They go see they,
Now listen without it.
they go see they. I don't know why that is.
Now listen with it with the CLA 76 on.
I don't know why that is in us. They won't check my, they won't flex on us. They go see they back with us.
So the next plugin I added was I added CLA HLX Chroma. It's an EQ plugin. It's a very nice one at that.
They go see they back with us. Bad man up in
So the eyes I put it on plus 4 dB. This one always help me to brighten this preamp here. I always try to increase it because it always help me to like brighten up the eyes or the EQ in general. The mid I left it on 3.6 dB. Then this the like the low mid parts. So I increased it to give it a little bit of the eyes. Then this one minus 3 dB. Then the bass I put it on minus 3 dB. So to remove to reduce, I cut off some of the low ends. So from I put it on minus 3 dB to cut off the low end parts of the song.
I don't know why they're chasing us. They won't check my, they won't flex on us.
So listen without the EQ.
My, they won't flex flex on us. They go see they back with us. Bad man up in only. Although me only.
Now it's on.
No time for no story.
So you find out when I put on the HLX camera, he added some kind of spike to the mix. So I added, after that I added another EQ, which is a channel EQ. This, so most of the time there are this from 20 hertz to 100 hertz. There's this kind of rumbles and parts of the song, that part of the vocals, most of the time, most of human vocals that you wouldn't want to hear or you don't hear, but it just cause some kind of rumble and make the overall mix to sound muddy. So I just kind of like just cut it out from 20 hertz to like 100 and 100 plus hertz. Then the mid, I reduced, I like cut off the mid, like, because I think I depending on what you want, but I felt like I needed to cut off the mid part. I put on minus 7 dB, boosted a bit of the um eye mid, and the eyes, I just, then this part of the low end as well, I just reduced it a bit, so that was what I did there. So listen.
Many problems in the way we dey solo. I know one guy's feeling so much shallow. Sorry for my sorrow.
Now listen without the channel EQ.
Forget my sorrow. Okay, why that it's us? I don't know why that chasing us.
Now listen with the effect, with the EQ.
Forget my sorrow. Okay, why that it's us? I don't know why that chasing us. They won't chop man, they won't flex on us. They go see they back with us. Bad man up in only. Although me only. I don't just be bad. No time for no story.
So after I added that, the next thing I added was my stereo expander, which is my stereo spread. So I just put on the order, I put on 8, 32, 26 here. These are the how wide I want it to sound. So I just, depending on what I normally, it just depends on how you want it to sound. So that's how I wanted that to sound. Sorry guys about that noise.
They go see they back with us. Bad man up in only. Although me only. I don't just be bad. No time for no story. Hello.
So after that I added this. I added the GW voice centric.
Bad man up in only. Although me only. I don't just be bad. No time for no story. Hello. Me no stress myself, I do mellow. Many programs they will be solo. I don't want to see feelings on my shallow.
No, as it is now, we've not added any sort of delays or reverb. It's just, that's why it's sounding dry. So at this point, from the onset, I already added my delays here, but after mix I felt like I didn't need it anymore.
Hello. You know, stress myself, I do mellow.
So I added the, but I have to off it now because I didn't add it on the overall mix. So the next thing I added was the chorus. The chorus.
Hello. You know, stress myself, I do mellow.
So I really wanted to hear the chorus part. I didn't want to give that kind of crispy sound that I needed. So I made the rate to be on 0.500 hertz, then intensity 37.0, 15. The mix, so I needed to, like, I had to like push it this hard because I want it to, like, show on the mix. So
many programs they will be solo. I don't want nothing but you so much shallow. So don't fuck my sorrow. Hello. Me no want stress myself, I did mellow.
So after I added that, most of the time you find out that all these the sibilance, you know, I, the sibilance is getting too much after adding all those effects. So I added a with diesel, our diesel, so to it just to reduce the sibilance.
Mellow. Many problems they always mellow. I don't want nothing but you so much shallow. So don't fuck my sorrow. Hello. Me no want stress myself, I did mellow. Many problems they
Now after I did that, I now send a different bus, I now send an FX channel to this lead voice track bus. This is it here. It's a compressor. I just named it compressor. So I added different stuff, because I wasn't really cool with how it's sounding here. So I wanted the voice to be stay out, to be out more, then to be out and clean, as well as adding some parts of the vocals. There are some parts on the vocals that I didn't want. Those rumbles that I was talking about, I also had to cut them out. I cut them out. So what you get here, I added a compressor, a different compressor. Is a logic compressor. You can see, as you can see.
I cut the life too short, make I cool it down. Next minute, I just wanna pull on my hand. I pull over, I cut the life too short, make I cool it down. I did press to God, make it cover me. Make I get the money, make I keep it grinding. Hello, big man dreams, me I be the mellow, myself, I the mellow.
So after I added that, I added an EQ. So I was still hearing those kind of rumble, like some parts of the vocals that I didn't want to hear. So I just added this EQ here to remove 50 plus hertz, almost like, I think, like an 80 hertz of this part of the low end. I just added that, just that place, just to cut off those low ends.
I don't want guns if I need so much shallow. Sorry, fuck my sorry. Outside, why got they hate for us? I don't know why they chasing us. They won't chop man, they won't flex on us. They go see they back my thoughts. Bad man, can or do me no I didn't check the paper, check the paper. No time for no story. Hello.
So after I added that, I now added a reverb on this compressed as FX channel that I sent to this leadbox channel. And I added a reverb. So it's now the reverb that is doing all those kind of sweet sound stuff.
Many problems they always mellow. I don't want nothing but you so much shallow. So don't fuck my sorrow. Hello.
So you can see now, I know nothing like delays or any sort of. This was just the reverb that I added to this compressed FX channel. So after compressing it, I EQ'd it, then added a verb to it. So that's now listen without the reverb.
Hello. You don't stress myself, I didn't mellow. Many problems they always mellow.
Now listen with the effects on it.
Hello. You don't stress myself, I didn't mellow. Many problems they always mellow.
So after that, I now grouped these parts of the vocals, these are the backups. I now routed these backups to a different, this is just my tag, so there's nothing here. This is my tag here. I routed these three tracks here, they are my backups. I routed them to a different bus, which is the backups. So let's see how I did that. So yeah, now is now the backups that are working here now.
Man, they won't flex on us. They go see they but not us. Bad man, don't worry. Although me, no worry. I didn't choose you.
Another one with a knockout, eh? So the first thing I added there was the on these backups. The first thing I added was hello, 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 hello.
No, my life. Nothing wrong with mine. Your line. So
Yeah, on this part of the, before I go to the backups first, listen to this. I did the backup for him here, for the guy. I added effects here. So if this is how it sounds normally. Hello, 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 hello. So I added an effect here. I added this Maserati HMX. So I did this because I on the after the track I needed to, these backups here, I needed it to sound like a space, you know. I needed that space, you know. I needed this particular backup to be on its own because it's like the main backup. I needed to be on that space that I needed on the track.
many programs they will be just solo. I don't want gas and fame. Hello. Me no want stress myself. I do mellow. Many.
So again, mellow, the backup, listen to the backups there. So
Many programs they will be just solo. I don't want.
so without, if you can just leave that backup out, and then let's leave this main backup, the other backup, like this ones. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, yeah. Hello. You can see it sound dry. Hello. So it's just this one that is because of the effects I added here. So I now went to, this is the backup now. I added this delay to the backups now. Hello. I added this delay. I added the delay. So to the backup here. So what do I have on the delay? I have the delays. After doing my delay, I put it on 1.4 over 1 over 4. You know, my feedback 35, here 37. You know, I just played around with the um, delays. You know, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, the low chords. You know, these are, I just played around the space. Then the feedback, I put this one on 35%. this one on the right part. Put it on. I left it on 37. They are now added a reverb on the delay, to make it just sweet, spread the delays, to echo, for the delays to just echo on the background, at the background. So that was why I added that. So then this reverb, just the reverb. I just added the reverb there. So I just added just the reverb, but the delay has um a delay, and as well the reverb with a different reverb on the delay. So I added it. So that was the first. The delay was the first thing I put on the backups. So after that, I put on the I also sent the reverb as well. Hello, 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 hello. Now that's my compressed part of the vocal. The compressed part bus 4. I now sent it again to this backup voice. Now listen. Hello. 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 Now you can see that's kind of space that I need from the backups. This old stuff, I've not even added any effect here yet. Just this compressed FS channel and the delay and the reverb is already giving me what I want. Now, so what the first thing I added on the insert was the CLA 37, 34, CLA 3A. So hello. So you can see the work of the CLA 3A without the CLA 3A. Listen. Hello. Now with the CLA. Hello. Now I now added a channel EQ. I didn't do much. I just cut the low parts, these rumbles here that I told you guys about, that I really do not want to always hear, because makes the mix to sound muddy all the time. Most of the time, not always. There are some times that you might just leave it, because there are some artists that once, when it's a song, they want the song to bang in the club and they just want that low end to be there. You get, so you might just leave it. So this one, I did this because I wanted to make this song, the mix clear, very clear and crispy. So I just boosted this part a bit, plus 1 dB on 1 dB. Then this part, just the hearts, just plus 1 dB as well. I just boosted this part as well. So the eyes, I felt like, I didn't need the eyes. I didn't need to boost it. This vocal is already bright, so the backups are already bright. So I didn't need more brightness on the backups. So hello, hello, hello. So I now added a stereo expander, which is the, if now you find out that on my lead vocals, my stereo expander, I left it on, or the order on 8, 32, 26, 29, 290, this 130 hertz here. But I wanted the backups to be on a different space, so I put this order here on 7, while the lead was on 8 here. This one was on the lead here was 32. I put this one on 22, 20, 22, 150. I just changed everything because I wanted the backup to be on a different space, so that the listener can usually add the spice and be on, give it the spread, the space that I really want it, that I really want. Hello. Listen. Hello. Listen without. Hello. 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 Oh no. Hello. Hello. After I added the GW voice centric as well. So I increased the doubler. I wanted the backup, because there's no much backup, so I needed the backups to be strong, that I just increased doubler. I didn't want this delay to be too much. I just reduced it, and the reverb, I still needed the reverb on the backup, because I wanted to be on that space, like I told you guys. I needed that space on the vocal to be. I wanted it because I just want the backups to be on its own. So I added that. Off now. On now. So I added the chorus, you know. I added the chorus. Put this. I still need the crispy part. I just need this to just give me that, sweet, vibe. So I added the reducer to, just calm down the sibilance, those part that will makes it to be kind of pokey to the ears. So that was all I did. Then that was all I did. Let's play everything.
Why they hating us? I don't know why they chasing us. They won't chop man, they won't flex on us. Hello, me no want stress myself. I did me low. Many problems live with us solo. I don't want guys to feel so much shy.
So to crown it all, I routed the boss channel to the mastered, the lead vox to the mastered, and as well with the backup, I routed them to the mastered track. So when I routed them to the mastered track, I so I need the vocals to stand out in the mix, in this whole song. So I added the CLS 37. I reduced the peak. I increased the peak reduction and reduced the gain. So this is how it sounds. Now it's off now. Now increase. Yeah, listen to it now. Now after that, there's just one last thing I added, which is the eCrama FX. Is a very this plugin is one of my best plugins. I love the plugin so much because always give me that kind of spice I always want on the mix. It makes my old mix it make it sound very calm and not pokey to the ear, warm, just sweet. Just give it that sweet vibe. So that was why I added it. But now I already have too much of the reverb and delays, so I just reduced all the delays, the space, everything that will make it just have that kind of spike. I just reduced everything. I just needed the effect to just be there, to just give me that spike that I need. Now let's listen to how this mix sound from scratch.
It's good. Hello. Me no want stress myself. I did me low. Many problems live with us solo. I don't want guys to feel so much shy.
So guys, that's how okay, before I want you guys to listen to this part of the this how this backup CS sound on the mix in the mix.
Many problems live with us solo. I don't want guys to feel so much shy. So go fucking myself. Hello. Me no want stress myself. I did me low. Many problems live with us solo. I don't want guys to feel so much shy. So go fucking myself.
Yeah, guys, that was how I did it. The backup there, the hello, that was my own voice there. I just had like I needed him to like do some kind of stuff for me, but when I was trying to like teach him what to do, he said, "Oh, Joe, you just do it." So that was how I did it. So you can see how it sounds on the old mix. It sounded the backups was on its own, the lead vocals on its own, the beat on its own. So everything was just so clear and clean. So that was why. Listen again one more time, please.
Hello, stress me, somebody mellow. Many problems, they will is hello. I don't want nothing, feelings, I'm shallow. So I go fuck my sorrow. Hello, stress me, somebody mellow. Many problems, they will is hello. I don't want this, feelings, I'm shallow. So I go fuck my sorrow.
Yo guys, thank you guys for watching. Please do subscribe to this channel, and as well hit notification bell so you get notified when I post subsequent videos. Like and share this video as well, because if you like this video, YouTube is going to help me suggest it to other people that might be in need, that are looking for solutions on how to mix Afrobeat songs. Yeah, and do try to I need to like I need to, on the comment section, just let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, or the kind of or the type of video you would want to see in my subsequent videos. So, and I'll be able to check them and see which one I can treat. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Nice one. Bye.